I would first like to thank the Arrival Pro fans for their warm welcome. Really felt the love. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have some questions I intend to answer. But one in particular I have heard repeated over and over again since last night is why. Why? Why did the evil, manipulative, vile, less than dirt, snake in the grass bastard Jimmy Daro help Crossbones? Allow me to tell you a story. Story about a petulant child. You see, this kid was naive. And he did everything he could to help people. And in turn, people used that. They used that kid. They used him for everything. They bled that kid dry. And when they were done taking everything from that kid, they discarded him like trash. They threw that kid in the dirt and they left that kid to rot. And that kid, still being naive, waited. Because the good guys, the big old heroes of the story, would surely come to help, right? Because, if anybody's down and out, surely the good guys will be there to save them. So he waited. And he waited, and he waited, and he waited, and he waited, and nobody came. Nobody came to that kid's rescue. And eventually, after a long while, it finally clicked that no one was coming to save him. So he saved himself. That kid dragged himself out of the dirt. Got back at everyone that wronged him. Then he got back at everybody that watched. And he burned it all to the ground. Just because he could. You see, Crossbones has this habit, right? Of getting in way over his head. And this is no dig to Crossbones, because I respect Crossbones. I know what he's capable of. But every time I see him go out there, whether it's Arrival Pro or LWE or wherever the hell, every time I see him go out there and he risk it all, just because somebody slightly wronged him, I see that kid. I see exactly what happened to that kid happening again. And last night, no one came to save that kid. No one came to help Crossbones when he was getting double teamed by Caleb James and Nick Black. Nobody. And I happened to be in the neighborhood. So I did what nobody was willing to do. I did what none of these so-called faces of the company were capable of. And I helped. I know that's got to eat away at a lot of you. What does it mean that none of these good guys, the heroes of their story, couldn't take 5 minutes out of their busy schedule to worry about anybody but themselves, but the guy that's supposed to be the self-centered, egotistical bastard decided to go out there and help? It must eat a lot of you up inside. It must break your heart to see what I did. You want to know why? I helped because I can. Because none of you fuckers would.